Minifigures. I feel like they're a big staple part of the LEGO community, with A-falls, T-falls, and K-falls for that matter. We all do something different with them. Some people are hardcore collectors. Some people put them in their cities. Some people use them for stop motions. Some people mix them up. But one thing is for sure, they can accumulate pretty fast. I've often joked around about how I have more minifigs than I can count. But I am no longer joking about that. I'm actually going to count them. Now, in my eyes, this was going to be a daunting task. I have a lot of minifigs. It didn't start that way, and I didn't mean it for it to be that way, but just over the years, I've just collected so many. And a huge bulk of them have been through just Lego bins that I've bought, throughout the years. A lot of them have been just collection pieces. A lot of them have come in sets. A lot of them I've bought just because I love them so much. But yeah, I just have tons of minifigs in boxes and bags and bins and just all over the place. I have them, in this part of the Lego room, and then I have them over here on the table. I have some over here where I'm going to sell, and then, they continue on and on. I mean, it's not like I've never thought about my minifigs, but I've just never thought about them in a more of a categorized way. And as I began looking around the Lego room, I realized just how many I just had. I mean, in the city alone, there's hundreds. It's really wild. And a lot of them mean things to me, some more than others. Obviously, I have a lot of sigfigs. There's Iceberg right there. But a lot of them are just extra. And I just feel like they don't really serve a purpose. And I'm kind of trying to get out of this whole completionist kind of mind state. And I decided that, I'm just going to go ahead and sell a bunch of them. So I figured before I do that, I better go ahead and count them. So then there's the matter of I have minifigs I haven't even opened yet. I have a backlog full of minifigs. And then I just have minifigs just kind of sitting around, not exactly sure what they're doing. Got some astronauts. And then of course there's all kinds of minifigs in my Star Wars layout, inside some of the ships, inside some of the dioramas. So I grabbed my notebook and I decided to start counting. Now, this whole process took me a long time, pretty much all day. And it wasn't necessarily because of the counting, even though that did also take a long time. But I had to thoroughly look for all these minifigs that weren't really accounted for. I still have a ton of them in places that I just really didn't know where they'd be at. And then there's just some randomly put in different spots that I just forgot I put there. They might be sitting on a shelf and I didn't want to overlook them, but it was a very long task. I tried to make sure I was very, very thorough and not to overlook any minifigs anywhere. And then when I got to a point where I got to the number 100, I'd write it on my notebook and then move on. So I kept everything in increments of 100. I figured it'd be easier to do it like that. And I just would go through, as you can see, all my shelves, all the little dioramas. I looked in every single one of the Star Wars ships just to make sure that there wasn't a pilot in there. Got all the Boba Fett's over there. Then I had to go back into the darker stop motion room and just double check all there. I had some in vehicles. But eventually, I did come to a number. So what was the number? I gotta tell you, I really wasn't sure what to expect. I kind of figured I had to have at least around 1,000, but that's a lot of minifigs and I just wasn't sure. So I figured no matter what the number was, it was gonna surprise me either way. But the number was 1,358. I feel like I got them all. I looked everywhere. all over the place, even through the rest of the house, just to make sure I didn't have any anywhere else, and in my truck. But I gotta tell you, it was a lot of fun anyways. It was really cool just to see how many I had and how many have accumulated throughout the years. As always, I appreciate everything you do for the channel. I hope you're doing well and staying safe. I hope you're having a great day or night. And thank you for watching.
See ya!